In this subject, we have divided our course into 8 modules, and depending on the topic contents, each module again have been divided by few lectures. Finally, I have planned to complete the course of Control System 1 by 25 lectures.
Hello, my dear students. In the last lecture, I have discussed effect of gain on the movement of poles and zeros of the system. Today, I am starting 17th lecture of course on Control System 1. Now, in the present lecture, I am going to discuss polar plots.
Today, I will discuss Nyquist criteria. Course outcome. CO3. Understand the concept of feedback system and controllers, design compensators in frequency domain. Objectives. After studying this chapter, student will be able to understand the Nyquist stability criteria of the system and representation its frequency response characteristics, and determine the stability of frequency response system. Numerical solution problem 5. Sketch the polar plot for type 0 system. Type 0 system means no pole present at the origin. Then consider the type 0 system. G is equal to K divided by 1 plus S into T1 into 1 plus S into T2. There is no pole present at the origin. Put S equal to J omega, then calculate magnitude. Magnitude equal to K divided by root over 1 plus omega T1 square into root over 1 plus omega T2 square. Taking angle, this is equal to tan inverse 0 by K divided by tan inverse imaginary part omega T1 divided by 1 into tan inverse omega T2 divided by 1. Then taking this table. So when omega equal to 0, then calculate magnitude. Put here omega equal to 0, then magnitude is equal to K. Similarly, when put omega equal to infinity, then we get magnitude equal to 0. Then when omega equal to 0, then calculate angle. This angle is 0. So when put omega equal to 0, then this angle is 0 into 0. That means 0. Then when put omega equal to infinity, then this value is already 0, and infinity means tan inverse infinity. That means 90 into 90. So this angle is minus 90, that means minus 180. Then draw polar plot. Well, starting point, magnitude is K, and this is 0 degree axis. So 0 to minus 180. That means when omega is increased, then this magnitude is also decreased, but this phase angle crosses minus 90, then finish to the minus 180 and magnitude is 0. Then find the crossing point. And what is the magnitude? Multiplying the numerator and denominator of gj omega with complex conjugates of the denominator factors, then we get this equation. Then separate real and imaginary part. If calculate the intersecting point of imaginary axis, that means at that point a real part is 0. So that's why equating the real part is equal to 0, this part. Then from this equation calculate omega. Omega equal to 1 by root Q1 into T2. Another alternative method is at that point phase angle is minus 90 degree. So this is the phase angle equation. Theta equal to value. If we can write this theta equal to minus 90 degree, from this equation we know that this equation is tan inverse A plus B divided by 1 minus A into B is equal to 90 degree. This minus minus sign are cancelled from both sides. Then this equation is equal to tan 90. Tan 90 means infinity. So 1 by 0. That means this into 0 equal to 1 minus omega square T1 into T2 equal to 0. So from this equation we get omega. So same value because there are two alternative methods. If put the value of omega in the magnitude equation, then we get this magnitude k into root over T1 T2 divided by T1 plus T2. This magnitude. Numerical solution problem 6. Sketch the polar plot for type 1 system. Type 1 system means one pole present at the origin. So that's why we consider Gs equal to K divided by S into 1 plus ST1 into 1 plus ST2. Put S equal to J omega, then taking magnitude, mod of this. So we get this value. And similarly taking angle. Angle equal to tan inverse 0 by K, that means this value is 0. And tan inverse omega by 0, that means tan infinity, 90 degree. And for this part, angle is tan inverse omega T1 by 1 into tan inverse omega T2 by 1. Then taking this table, when omega equal to put 0, then magnitude is infinity. And then when omega equal to put infinity, then this magnitude is 0. Similarly, when omega equal to put 0, then find phase angle. So this is 0 minus 90 degree and omega 0 means these two angle are 0. That means answer is minus 90 degree. When put omega equal to infinity, then this angle is 90 and this angle is 90. That means three angles are 90 degrees. So minus 270. Then draw the polar plot. Starting point, magnitude is 0, but phase angle is minus 90. That means this axis. So this is starting point. Then minus 92 move and crosses minus 180 degree axis and finish to the minus 270 when omega equal to infinity and magnitude is 0. So magnitude is decreases from infinity to 0. These axes and these 90-degree axis cannot touch because we cannot draw the infinity magnitude. Then find this crossing point. At that point, angle is minus 180 degree. Then this is phase angle equation, minus 90 minus tan inverse omega t1 minus tan inverse omega t2. This is equal to minus 180. So taking tan inverse, formula of a plus b divided by 1 minus a into b. So this is equal to 90 degree. If these 90 and 180 are minus, then this result is 90 degree. Then this equation equal to infinity. So from this equation calculate omega. Omega equal to 1 by root t1 into t2. If this omega value put in the magnitude, then we get this magnitude. M equal to k t1 into t2 divided by t1 plus t2. This magnitude from this origin, this one. And this is the omega value at the intersecting point. Sketch the polar plot for type 2 system. Type 2 system means two poles present at the origin. So that's why we consider GS equal to K divided by S square into 1 plus S T1. Then put S equal to J omega. Then calculate magnitude. So magnitude equal to, this is K divided by root over omega square into omega square. That means we get total omega square. And for that part, this is root over 1 plus omega t1 square. Then taking phase angle. Phase angle equal to tan inverse 0 by k, that means 0. Then divided by tan inverse for that part omega by 0, that means infinity, into for another j omega, this is tan inverse infinity. Then for that part, this is tan inverse omega t1 by 1. Then taking this table, when omega equal to 0, then this magnitude is infinity. When omega is infinity, then this magnitude is 0. Then calculate phase angle when omega equal to 0. Put omega equal to 0, then this value is 0. And this is 0 minus 90 minus 90. So minus 180. When put omega equal to infinity, then this value is also infinity. So minus 90 minus 90 minus 90. That means minus 270. Then draw the polar plot. Starting point is magnitude is infinity, but this angle is minus 180. So this is the minus 180 degree axis when omega equal to 0. Then this polar plot start from that side and move to this minus 270 because there is the minus 180 to minus 270. But this magnitude is 0 when omega is increased. Then this magnitude is decreased. So this is the final polar plot. Another example, sketch the polar plot for type 2 system. This is considered GS equal to K divided by S square into 1 plus st1 into 1 plus st2. Put s equal to j omega. Then find the magnitude taking mod of this value. So this is omega square, then root over 1 plus omega t1 square into 1 plus omega t2 square. Then write down the formula of phase angle. So tan inverse 0 by k, and for that omega square tan inverse infinity and tan inverse infinity into tan inverse omega t1 by 1 into tan inverse omega t2 by 1. Then taking this table, when omega equal to 0, then magnitude is infinity. When omega equal to put infinity, then magnitude is 0. Similarly, when omega equal to 0, then what is the phase angle? This is 0, that means this and this angle are also 0. We get minus 90, only minus 180. Similarly, when put omega equal to infinity, then this angle is infinity and this angle is infinity. Infinity means 90. So minus 90, minus 90, minus 90, minus 90. That means minus 490 is equal to minus 360. Then draw the polar plot. Starting point is magnitude is infinity and phase angle is minus 180. So starting from that point. And when omega is increased, then magnitude is decreased but angle is increased in negative side. That means minus 272 cross, and then finishing this point is minus 360, this axis. But this magnitude is 0, this point. Then find the crossing point at the imaginary axis. So at this axis, what is the angle? Minus 270, because this is the clockwise movement. Then write down this equation of phase angle, minus 90, minus 90, minus tan inverse omega t1 minus tan inverse omega t2 is equal to minus 270. So taking tan inverse formula, this is equal to 90. Then 90 means 1 by 0, that means infinity, tan infinity. Then from this equation we get omega. If this value put in the magnitude, then magnitude equal to, we get m equal to k into t1 t2 divided by t1 plus t2 at that point. This is the magnitude, and that point omega value is 1 by root over t1 t2. Sketch the polar plot of the transfer function gs equal to 1 by 1 plus s. Put s equal to j omega, then we get 1 plus j0 divided by 1 plus j omega. Taking magnitude, so mod of this 1 by root over 1 plus omega square. Taking phase angle, so this is equal to tan inverse 0 by 1 divided by tan inverse omega by 1. Taking this table, when omega equal to 0, then magnitude is 1. When omega equal to consider 1, then magnitude is 0.5. If omega equal to infinity, then this magnitude is 0. Similarly, find the phase angle. When omega equal to 0, that means this is 0 angle, so this phi is 0 degree. When omega is 1, so 1 by 1, that means tan inverse 1, 45 degree angle. So 0 minus 45, so this angle is minus 45 degree. When omega equal to infinity, so this angle is minus 90 degree. Then draw polar plot. starting point is magnitude is 1 and phase angle is, that means axis is considered 0 degree. That point is the starting point. Then omega is increase and omega equal to 1. Then what is the magnitude? This magnitude is 1. And what is the phase angle? Phase angle is 45 degree. Then omega is increase and infinity, then magnitude is 0, but this phase angle is minus 90 degree axis. Then we get a half circle. Sketch the polar plot of the transfer function. Gs is given is divided by 1 plus st. Put s equal to j omega, then calculate the magnitude. So magnitude equal to omega divided by root over 1 plus omega t whole square. Then taking phase angle, so phase angle is equal to tan inverse infinity because y by 0, and from this part angle is tan inverse omega t by 1. Then find magnitude as phase angle when omega equal to 0. Omega equal to 0, that means we get magnitude is 0. But when omega equal to infinity, then what is the magnitude? Infinity divided by infinity, that means undefined. So that's why taking common omega from this denominator, then we get 1 by omega square plus t square. Then omega and omega cancel. Then you put omega equal to infinity. Then this part is 0, root over t square. That means 1 by t. Then we get this magnitude is 1 by t. When omega equal to 0, then this angle is plus 90. If infinity, then 90 minus 90, then 0 degree angle. Then draw the polar plot. So this is the starting point when omega is 0. Magnitude is 0 and phase angle is plus 90 degree. This is the plus 90 degree. Then plus 90 to 0, that means clockwise movement. So this is 0 degree axis. Plus 90 to increase, then magnitude is increase and this magnitude is 1 by t when omega equal to infinity. This is the finishing point. Axis is 0 degree axis. Sketch the polar plot of Gs equal to 20 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. Put s equal to j omega, then taking magnitude 20 divided by, for that part omega, for that part root over 1 plus omega square, and this is 4 plus omega square. Taking phase angle tan inverse 0 by 20, that means 0 angle. Tan inverse infinity, tan inverse omega by 1, tan inverse omega by 2. So when omega equal to 0, then magnitude is infinity. And what is the phase angle? This is infinity, this is 0, 0. That is phase angle is minus 90 degree. When omega equal to infinity, then magnitude is 0 and phase angle is infinity, infinity, infinity. That means minus 270 degree. Then draw polar plot. Magnitude is infinity, but phase angle is minus 90 degree when omega is 0. This is the starting point. Then minus 90 to 270, that means crosses 180, then finishing to the point is minus 270. Magnitude is 0, that point. Then find the crossing point at the real axis. If taking this phase angle equation, then this phase angle equal to that point is, this axis is minus 180 degree. So taking tan inverse, then we get this value. So from this equation, omega equal to plus minus 2 root 2 at that point. Then if omega put in the magnitude, then we get this value of m, 3.33 from this origin. Sketch the polar plot of GS equal to 10 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2 into S plus 3. Put S equal to j omega, then taking magnitude. Then write down the formula of phase angle. Tan inverse 0, tan inverse omega 10 into tan inverse omega by 2 into tan inverse omega by 3. Then considering this table, when omega equal to 0, then magnitude is put omega equal to 0, then we get this magnitude is 1.67. If omega equal to infinity, then this magnitude is 0. Then calculate phi, omega equal to 0, then this magnitude is, all angle are 0. If infinity, then this is 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. That means minus 270 degree. So starting point is 1.67, 0 degree axis. This is 0 degree axis. Then this magnitude is considered 1.67. So this magnitude is 1.67. This is the starting point. So 0 degree to minus 90, then we get minus 270. That means clockwise movement. Clockwise movement means negative angle increased. So 0 to minus 90, then minus 180, then minus 270. And this magnitude is 0 when omega is infinity. Then find the crossing point at this imaginary axis and another crossing point for this real axis. So from this g j omega, separate real and imaginary part. If equating real part is 0, because at that point there is no real part, then we get omega equal to 1. That means omega equal to 1. And what is the magnitude? If omega put in this magnitude, then we get m equal to 1. So this magnitude is 1. Equating the imaginary part is 0. That means at that point there is no imaginary part, only real part is exist. That means if equating imaginary part is 0, then calculate this omega and magnitude obviously at that point. So omega equal to, we get 3.32. If put in this magnitude, then m equal to value 0.06. This is the magnitude and this is the omega at that point. The sources and references that I have used to prepare this video lecture are enlisted here.
Next lecture is coming soon on Nyquist criteria. Please follow the lecture. Thank you.